Greetings and salutations. How are you guys? Alfie, welcome. Great to have you. We have this friend with us. I switched it up so we got mini blocks to buy. And I haven't decided yet if I want to get in. Oh, we should get some blackstone at least. I just used up my nether quartz ore to... Actually, I don't have a good XP farm besides trading. And, yeah, I just... what are you... Okay, we don't need you. I don't have any llama heads yet, though, actually. Yay. Ooh, a gray one and a white one. Fun, fun, fun. Actually, player heads are over here. Alright, so I think we're going to go over to Oz and work on clearing some stuff out. And actually, while we're there, I might work on setting up some beacons as well. Because I defeated the Wither, and I now have 11 beacons that I can that I can play with. I defeated the Wither 11 times, I should say. So, I've got that going for me. We won't set them all up. We'll set up a couple of them here, but yeah. So, oh, that's extra. So I'm just kind of getting a few things ready here. I did a raid this afternoon. Hey there. Oh, yeah, it is getting pretty late, but I'm glad you stopped by to lurk for a little bit here. It is. I know I said this last time, but it's pretty darn cool when you log on to stream and you got somebody that's already hanging out with you. I mean, that's pretty neat. I really appreciate that. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to let you hang out because you won't be here real long anyway. I'm not going to be here real long anyway. We'll put the leads in. Actually, you know what? It's sometimes nice to have some leads available. For now, we'll put those in there. I have a couple of empties. Lots of sand. Now we can get rid of those. I don't know where I want to put those. Yeah, we need to get moved over to Oz and start building up our mega builds over there so I can have a nice, very large storage system. For sure. We'll just take care of a couple things here in Kansas before we head over there. I actually did a raid this afternoon. I was collecting sand and was joined by some pillagers, and I mostly just one of them dropped their crossbow, so I'm like, I haven't gotten that the advancement yet where you shoot a crossbow at one of the pillagers, so I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So I shot it at the only guy that was left, which was the guy with the banner, thinking I wouldn't, and I was ready to head back anyway. And I figured it wouldn't kill him, and it killed him. So I'm like, I could get here, probably get milk, and not start a raid. And I'm like, you know, I'm kind of geared up for it. I could give it a try. And so it went well. I made a bunch of iron golems quick, and that made it so easy, really. quite easy. I have no idea what I went into that chest for, but I do know that I want some more shulker boxes. Actually, let's sleep. Alrighty. Just check some of this stuff here before we go too far. I got 3 totems. Not that I'll probably ever worry about wearing them, because I mean, if I find myself in a position where I'm going to pop a totem, unless it's a creeper, I'm probably in trouble. I mean, totems don't help you if you like fall into lava, for example. At least I wouldn't imagine they would. That's where they are. I thought I had a whole bunch of empty shulker boxes. Like 3 or 4 of them. Oh, there's one. Let's actually, what we're going to do is plop some of these in here so we can make some more. What's in here? Nothing that I need with me. In Oz. Okay. Yeah, I guess those are nice to have. I need to really work on getting my getting that set up for full of shelter boxes, basically. Okay, let's go and fill up one of these. Yeah, that should be... 3 stacks of blocks should be plenty for what I need here in Kansas. And I've still got a whole bunch more down here yet, so... let's see. Some flint and steels will be nice to have. Okay. I came back and had all kinds of flint from my silly shovel. And it's not where I thought it was going to be. That I can use. That I can use. Huh. Actually, that one with the blaze rods will plop in here. And the iron. Just fire resistance. That's good for the nether. Have I I mentioned how much I need to get to Oz and start the mega build so that I can organize some of this stuff? This is just insane. I'm sure that I had like 20 flint, which usually really... Oh, I bet you I took it down. I was AFKing quite a bit down in my mob farm, and I bet you I dropped it off there. I bet you I came back. Let's go check down there. Too many places to put chests. Hey, we got a new follow. Thank you. Oh boy. Wecking lol. You'll have to help me out. There's something you want me to call you. I am more than happy to oblige. How's it going? Thank you so much for coming and joining me this evening. Well, evening by me. I'm just looking through chests to find stuff that I've misplaced. That's what I do. Is this... yeah. And mainly flint, of all things. So I'm just going to call you... Oh, WWE King. I'm going to say lol. Took me a little bit, but I got there in the end, I think. I'm just going to call you King. How are you doing this evening? Let's see. One stack will be enough. I'll get some flint out of that eventually. Good. So what, if I may ask, what brings you here? Because as you can tell by the viewer count, we don't get a whole lot of people through here. And so I'm always intrigued when I get somebody that follows that I don't recognize from somewhere else, how you found me. And that I'd love to hear how you got here. And I can give you a little, before I'm leaving this area, I can give you a little bit of an idea while we go what's going on here. This is a single-player survival, non-hardcore world, and specifically, we are going to be using this world to try to recreate the Land of Oz. Not necessarily from the movies, although there will probably be some inspiration there, but probably more from the books. And so this area is not Oz. This is Kansas, because if you're not in Oz yet, I mean, you have to be in Kansas. Otherwise, you can't say, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. So I've got, mostly this is my spawn area. And so I spawned right next to a village. And I built a villager breeder, got a villager trading area right here. I just had a raid today that I took care of, so I kind of got a little perch to shoot from. And so that's what I use this area for, primarily. I set this up mostly to do YouTube videos. That was kind of the initial plan. And maybe do some streaming. And now that I'm here, I'm kind of enjoying the streaming parts. We're trying to incorporate more of that if we can. Hello. Yeah, PvP is not really my strong suit. And this is my iron farm. And I just kind of, I need to do some more decorating, or I'd like to do some more decorating in here, but that's the iron farm that we've got going on. I've got a super smelter that I need to fix the delivery system of the bamboo. I have no idea where that zombie's coming from. So mostly farms to collect stuff. I got the bamboo farm with the flying machine harvesting system here. It stopped mid-harvest last time, or earlier today, and I'm not quite sure why I did that. I got a wool farm here to, mostly to collect wool for trades. And that's most of what I got here. I've got a skeleton spawner out that direction. My round barn by the homestead here. I do have an ocean monument that I'm working clearing out, and I've got cleared out. I just need to build a guardian farm in there. That's about all I got really going on here in Kansas. So, and not a whole lot happening in Oz yet. But we're gonna head over there and actually work on clearing out some trees. So, I got plenty of food. I do not need lapis, but I can plop that in there. And I think I need to get more ender pearls. I think I died since my last stream, and I think I lost any of the ender pearls that I actually had. All right, let's head to Oz. I've got a lot of half-finished or partially finished projects. Oh, you found the Nether portal, huh? Well, good for you. So yeah, I got a number of finished projects, like my Nether Hub here. Oh, you're just gonna go that way? All right, you just go ahead. If it was a creeper, I'd take care of it because I will meet up with him later. Yeah. I took out a bunch of stuff here to play around, and I have to finish this whole tunnel, but I've got another tunnel here to help get me to Oz, since it's a little bit of a trek. And I'm trying to help maintain as much of the overworld as I can, so that when we do switch to 1.17, that we'll be able to have, oh yeah, I didn't finish all this. This is going to be dangerous. Once we get to 1.17, we'll have some new things to explore yet. I can't run up against one side because I don't have the wall finished all the way there. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. Let's just stop there. And this is my portal to Oz. And it's night. So the reason we had to travel quite a ways to Oz is because we are building it, or going to be building it, in a jungle. And, of course, that means that we have to clear out the jungle. So we've got a lot of cleaning up to do, a lot of trees to cut down. I just recently, a week and a half ago, defeated the dragon, and so I built a wither skeleton farm, and now we've beaten the wither 11 times. So I've got some beacons that we can put in, which will be very handy when it comes to all of the terraforming that we'll be doing. We'll be taking out some of these spikes and hills, and I have a creeper farm that honestly is not super effective right now. I have so much stuff that I need to light up. But yeah, we're just going to come and hang out here and work on clearing out some areas. And yeah, I don't think the beacon really is going to help me for chopping wood, but you know what? I'm excited to have a beacon, so we're going to at least get one here. Okay. Where do I want it? We're just going to put it right in the middle of this this thing here. I'm just going to go down quite a ways just because I can. I like to have my beacons low. That way, if I do end up doing some clearing at the bottom, I don't end up getting out of range. So I think it goes up to the build height. It just doesn't go all the way down. There's a sphere that it'll have, so we'll just go down and set it up down at the bottom. And this area that I'm in right now will be the Emerald City area. You know how to get cut trees at once? Oh, hello. I've been down here. What level am I at? 48 only? Okay. Like how to clear trees quickly, or how to get the wood into your inventory, or what's the secret there? A trees eater, so you like a machine that'll clear them out? Flying machine type of thing, or TNT? Very cool. The TNT side, or is it and flying machine type of thing, or? I'm actually, hello, I made it to the bottom. I'm going to be doing some playing around with different ways to clear out jungle. Let's see, that's 3. And that'll be 5. So I'll be playing with some TNT, I'll be playing with some lava. Yeah. Both. Flying machine helps keep it moving, and then the TNT does the real damage. And there's a nice benefit to coming down here too. Let's see, what do we have? 1, 2, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 7. So actually, in my next YouTube video, my plan is to do some of that. I don't know. I haven't really thought. So let me ask you a question on the flying machine idea. How does that do in uneven terrain? Because I would certainly consider something like that, but I guess if it's doing TNT, it's probably okay. If it's gonna mow everything right off, that's actually maybe not the worst thing in the world. Now you got me thinking. This is great. Do you watch any of the Hermitcraft guys? Because Doc M77 is building. he's got a big machine for looking for diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's get this guy out of here. 1. Hey, we got another for ChiefMoo. Well, howdy. How are you doing this evening? I'm excited to have you here. We're just, I'm setting up a beacon, my very first beacon here, and I'm setting it up in Oz. And I don't know that I've really chatted with you much about, I know you outside of my streams, but I'm not sure that I've ever chatted with you about what I'm doing on here. This is a list of tree eater slime blocks, TNT, honey blocks. Yep. I am glad to hear that, ChiefMoo, that you're doing well. let me finish my beacon, and then I will give you an idea of what we've got going on here. I'm gonna. Did I? Okay, did bring my block of iron. So this is. Well. Nice. We have a ChiefMoo raid. You know what? You are going into the history books. Guessing that's the first person that's ever raided me. So Maya, that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Thank you for the follow, Thad. Maya making history. I mean, she's a trendsetter. We all know that. We've all been in her streams. A lot of us have been in her streams, right? Setting the trends. Sus Lara, thanks for the follow. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I have to figure out a wall of fame here so that did I just say Thad? Did I say Thad? I think I might have said Thad. Oh, the destroy. Hi, Oz is here. Alfie. Tiny Titan, thanks for the follow. We will, now that I'm just going to finish up this beacon because I'm down here. You didn't come from the raid. We're getting people from all over the place tonight, and that's a lot of fun. You came from Discord. I don't have a Discord server. I set up my bot to let people know when if I was going to have a Discord server. But let me, actually, let me just fly out of here, and we will. Since we have 15 viewers, this is my record. It's pretty cool. We're just going to fly up, and not quite make it. Let me tell you all what I'm doing here. So this is where I'm going to be moving. And JMO's Discord. Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So this jungle is at some point, and hopefully starting in the near future, going to be the Land of Oz from the L. Frank Baum books. So the plan here is that I'm going to be clearing this out. This is going to be like the middle of the Emerald City, so I'll have like the palace and that kind of stuff here. Suslar, you like the look of cleared jungles. I will really like the look of this jungle when it's cleared. I will tell you that, because it's a long ways from being cleared. Hey, Alfie, thanks so much for stopping in. Appreciate it. Good night. Sleep well. And so because I've got a lot of clearing to do, I built myself a oh dear yeah, you'll find that if you go check out, so I have a YouTube channel. I've been chronicling some of this on the YouTube channel, and that was my original intent, was to mostly just do YouTube videos. And then I started figuring I started watching Twitch, and I'm like, yeah, Twitch is pretty cool. It's kind of fun. Get new ideas, and I thought, well, I could do that too. So, hey, thanks ChiefMoo for the raid. Appreciate it so much. I didn't even ask how your stream was, but if you're still there, let me know how your stream was, and don't be a stranger, and I need to come visit you again soon. Good, great ChiefMoo, thanks. Really appreciate the raid. King, I've actually now that I've almost all of the Twitch streamers that I've been watching are hardcore players. So now, hey, thanks for the lurk, Thad. Appreciate it. Is that Thad? Is that right? You asked, and then I don't know that I ever actually got confirmation that that was correct. Okay, because we've played on Tanisha's. I play on Tanisha's sub server a little bit. Yeah, that was. I'm familiar with you from Tanisha's stuff, so I'm not all knowing. I just had experiences to draw on. Yeah. So anyway, I started off with YouTube and then started getting on here. Hi. You have nowhere to go, do you? I wish I had fish. And so here we are with doing some streams. So thanks for coming and hanging out. We're just kind of getting started with the world. We're getting started with Twitch. So I'm hoping to include, some new stuff, some fun stuff. So we'll see. But I was just going to... my creeper farm is producing more string than it is gunpowder right now, but that's okay. But I'm going to just start chopping away, unless actually, you know what? No, I'm going to head back and we'll go visit the area that I've actually done some building in. Should do that. We're going to head back to Kansas real quick. Because if you're not in Oz, then it's going to be Kansas, right? I am not going to brave this. I don't have my tunnel all the way done yet, but it's coming. I have the second part done on the way back to Kansas. But I end up trying to keep it in the middle in a 3-wide, and I don't want anybody to get motion sickness from me trying to navigate this boat on ice. It's pretty bad. So I have a lot of partially finished projects. I was moving for function more than... hey, Cantex. Thank you for the follow. I am doing great. I am having just an exciting day. ChiefMoo raided me with my first ever raid here on Twitch, so that is super duper exciting. This part of the tunnel is good enough I can actually go on here without making people seasick. Blue ice, by the way, with the boats. That's the way to go. This is my Nether Hub. That's the wandering trader that found his way into my basement and then into the Nether. I'm going to be working on, I'll be working on opening up this hub and having some sort of decorations here. My original thought was to have my tunnel be kind of this design. I'm going to go with the dark prismarine slabs here in the middle and then just continue with this all the way down. And then at the other end of the hub, where I have the Emerald City, I was going to maybe go with something a little bit more like this, with the blue flames and then the lime glass. But instead of doing this path, because of how fast you go, I'm actually working on a design that's going to be going over the rainbow. So I'll grab a bunch of blocks and transition from red to orange to yellow all the way through. So I'm hoping that it kind of gives a cool effect as you're flying through the Nether on the ice. So that's kind of the plan with this area. And then this portal here takes me to my basement. So I'm planning on having basically 3 wide tunnels like this. This is the only rainbow one because it's the rainbow that will take you to Oz. But I'll have 3x3 tunnels or 3 wide tunnels in each of the cardinal directions here from my portal. And yeah, this was my my lovely Nether. We think that the Nether is bad for us in Tanisha's subserver. I mean, yeah, that was not ideal to navigate either. This is my chest monster basement. The cellar, the cyclone cellar here in Kansas. And this is where I've done most of my initial work. The spawn of my world is right down over here. I have the dragon egg that popped through the end portal and came right to my spawn here. So got some blocks that I need to take with me to Oz. Once I finish that up, I can have a little museum in one of those wings so that we can display like the first block that I punched, the first block that I broke with a pickaxe, which you might look and say, really, you're gonna terracotta was the first that you did. A couple things to put into there, but yeah, actually terracotta was, because I have a village right here, and I was able to get iron stuff, and then I've got a desert right there and desert temple, so that worked out pretty nice. You kept the first blocks you broke. Yeah, I've seen other people do that. I mean, I can't think of. I mean, Etho I think has done that at times, or some of the other Hermitcraft guys. I really enjoy watching the Hermitcraft folks. So yeah, I thought I've never done that. I'm like, I'm going to do that this time. Why not? So. Yeah, so I've got I had a villager breeder here, and as you can see, the villagers down here are fine. I actually was out in my desert earlier today and collecting some sand, and I had some pillagers come by and say hi, and I was going to try to avoid the guy with the banner. But, well, one of the guys dropped his crossbow. So I'm like, I don't have the advancement yet for the Guffy. Thank you so much for the follow. I was saying I didn't have the advancement yet for when you can shoot a pillager with the crossbow, so I'm like, the guy with the banners left. You missed the raid. Jepotastic is here. Oh, we've got all kinds of people, and this is just really, really fun. So anyway, I figured, well, I'm just going to shoot that guy once, and I killed him. So then I'm like, well, do I want to do a raid or not? And so I built a little tower and threw a bed up there and built a bunch of iron golems, and actually the raid went pretty good. So I've cleared out all the villagers from here, but I've kept most of the buildings so far. I have a lot of interior work that I would really like to do here, but this is my iron farm that's been producing plenty of iron for me for my single player world. Although now I did defeat the dragon and built a wither skeleton farm. At least I didn't lose the raid. Yeah, that would have been ugly. Well, and I didn't protect those. I guess where I started that is I didn't protect those villagers, and so I lost those two. But yeah, the rest of them were all fine. I've got a villager trading hall here with librarians and such. So I got it. Protection 4 for an emerald is, I'll take that price. It's good. I bring their prices down with the enforcer here. He convinces. He's kind of the mob boss that breaks up the unions and makes sure that they keep their prices low for me. In this building here is my super smelter that is struggling a little bit with delivery of fuel. I have to do some modifications. I built a bamboo farm here, And I run that directly into the fuel area of my super smelter. But the super smelter, this was built for based on Mumbo Jumbo, one of Mumbo Jumbo's builds, and it works really well if your fuel is coal. You can drop the coal in there, and it brings it all the way down and drops the coal one by one in. Unfortunately, when you're doing bamboo, if you're gonna, do I have anything to smelt here? Not really. But bamboo takes forever to. Let's grab a block here. Oh boy, I'm giving Guffy ideas. So you'll go through like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you'll go through 4 bamboo just to smelt that one piece, which is fine because this bamboo farm, I mean, it's overflowing. I can't. If I fill this up, I mean, I could actually get that. What I'd like to do is run. It's running now. Just coming back. But yeah, it runs. It runs underneath here. I don't know if I have a good way to get down there and show you. Check out the YouTube videos. I have YouTube videos when I made all this stuff. So you can check that out. And yeah, so I'm sending them. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to squeeze this stuff in here. But I would like to take this the bamboo and bring it like above the ceiling here and just set up storage that way. So bamboozled. I got a wool farm, and like I said, I was going for function more than aesthetics, especially with Kansas here. And I would like to do a little bit more work on the outside of this, but the focus is really on Oz. I'm actually in the process of rereading the books to kind of get the inspiration. Of course, one of the books that I read, and Jepotastic, who's has visited me on a number of my streams, as I mentioned to her in one of my streams, I was with the book I'm reading now, I think, or the last book that I read. I found out that Oz has the Emerald City has 60,000 inhabitants and 9,000 buildings or something like this. And Oz itself is 500,000 residents. I might not have known what I was getting myself into when I started this, but of course not all the residents are necessarily human-sized either. It's a fairy country, so there's a lot of smaller ones. So I also built a round barn to house my cows, and so I got a little bit of. I don't have anything to store in here necessarily, but yeah. So we've got the little cow farm here, and drop the food down when they die from entity cramming. The leather and the steak go down, and I've got that separating out down below. There's more of you in here than I remembered. I've had problems with a couple of them popping out sometimes, especially if I don't drop them down. If I leave them up, yeah, then when the babies grow up, I think they can pop out of there. I was AFKing here just to get my levels up, and I came back and I had 3 cows staring at me. That was kind of frightening, actually. I wasn't expecting that. Not that cows are all that frightening, but This is my horse. I don't have a name for my horse, but this thing gets out because he gets up on that one, and he walks across to the fences and then comes across, and so I'll have to go collect him once in a while. Cows. And I had the idea. Sam was taken. Thank you so much for the follow. It's great to have you here. I haven't seen very many round barns. And so I thought, let's do that. I committed to it, and I was regretting it for a while later, but actually it turned out all right. I like the function of it, and in the area that I live in, we have a lot of round barns. I mean, you do a search for round barn Minecraft, I mean, you're kind of on your own, which was okay. I mean, the hardest part was probably the roof, trying to figure out what kind of profile I wanted for the kind of the dome-ish type roof there. It's a lot better than you can build, Sam. Oh, don't sell yourself short. Experience, right? You just try it, and then you decide what you like. And watching other people too, I've gotten a lot of inspiration of people by watching people. So, Stormbreaker. I'm not even sure if I'm familiar with Stormbreaker. Is that it sounds like a castle. This is my own world. Yep, this is a single player world where I am focusing on, primarily was focusing on YouTube content to, as I try to build the land of Oz here in survival Minecraft. And, I guess I have got that right there. So, yep, single player world, not hardcore. I die too many times. You'll enjoy the many different ways that I can die from... excuse me, I just want to heal you guys. Creepers and fall damage have been the bane of my existence here. So, all good. So I keep those guys in there to take care of any stray witches that happen to fall and don't quite die. Single player as well, I mean, I've thought about playing some hardcore after watching so many great streamers that are doing hardcore that I'm enjoying. But my world would last like 15 minutes, and I'm too reckless. Although I will say that just after watching so many hardcore players, I have definitely started to be more cautious. I was in my next video. I'm hoping to get my next video out maybe tonight or tomorrow. Thor's hammer replacement. Okay. It's an axe. Thanks, Race for the Galaxy. Appreciate that. Okay, sure. I should name... I haven't named any of my weapons and tools and stuff either. I need to... I was looking for more Oz inspiration and to get into the... actually doing some building in Oz when I was thinking of doing that. So... but I've got a mob farm here that has helped me. I need a lot of gunpowder, and that's definitely getting me there. And I've got a slime farm in the back here. I'm just going to try to do a little bit of decorating in here. And I got to go and restart. I think chunk loading issues. I have to go and restart those carts sometimes. It's kind of a pain. And now I've been clearing all this out, and I can't even get up there to get... I can't get up there to get down there. Oh, but we'll work on clearing this stuff up. It looks like the carts are not maybe moving or not. Some of them are stuck. Yep. Let's go unload you, Jeff. Yep, you got stuff to unload. Looks like a spleef map. I don't know. A lot of most spleef maps are based on leaves. I don't have a lot of leaves. I have a lot of leaves in chest, but Oh, and so I don't know how this happens. This is very confusing to me. Oh boy. Okay, we're just gonna send you guys back. I don't know how they get on the same track. But I'm not breaking you when you're full. That's for sure. Or at least not underneath here when you're full. The other one hasn't even come back yet either. All right. Oh, really? Oh, I suppose you're stuck because the other one's unloading. Well. That's weird. Hopefully they don't get stuck. I really didn't want to break that one. Because I don't have the inventory space to take 4 stacks of... Oh, and then you. Yeah, I don't know how they get into the same... Ooh, hello. And now you guys are... Okay, yep. Probably can break one of you now. Whee! Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. I guess I should try to pick up the cart itself, huh? There and there. I do have my own skin for Minecraft. I am... There you go. Those should get picked up by the other one. So, okay, let's clear out some inventory here. So, yeah, I do have my own skin. And it's Oz related too, actually. So, Oscar Diggs is actually, and I should find out exactly what his. Let me look it up. Oscar Diggs is actually the name of the wizard in Oz. Not spelled with a Z, actually. It's actually spelled with an S. But his name, okay, where is it? His name is actually Oscar Zoroaster Fadrig Isaac Norman Henkel Emmanuel Ambroise Diggs. And his name then would be Oz, and then the rest of his name, the first initials spell Pinhead. He didn't like that, so he took all the rest of that off and just called himself Oz. That's the story. So I figured, well, I will be Oscar Diggs, but with the Z. And so that's how I got my name, since I was kind of planning on doing this stuff. And so I also have the green glasses, because if you read the books, you go to Oz, everybody had to wear green glasses. And actually, hopefully at some point I can get to the point of actually being an affiliate, and I don't know, maybe getting some channel point redemptions. And for Christmas, of all people, my parents got me my own green glasses. And you can't the problem is I've got a green screen behind me, And so it probably makes them like almost invisible. But I'm thinking that could be like a redemption. Wear those for 10 minutes. They're polarized, which means that when I look at this screen when my game, this eye is like super dark, and so it would really bother me if I tried to play. I could actually probably switch screens and it would work out all right. But so anyway, that's what we kind of have going on here. So we're trying to play up the theme a little bit. That's amazing, Thad. Thank you so much. It's you know, the whole idea behind this was I enjoy playing Minecraft. I enjoy doing videos and video editing. Yeah, it does look a little. I'm thinking I might have to get a magenta screen instead of the green screen here. But you know, I thought, well, I like Minecraft. I like doing videos, video editing. So I've done some stuff on YouTube, just not for myself personally. So I'm like, oh, sure, why don't let's try this out. And so we thought we'd go heavy with the theme. That's really kind of important to me, is to have, or necessary for me, maybe is a better word, to have some kind of theme with your builds, because I don't know about you, but playing Minecraft, WWE King, lol. Your Minecraft skin would have a World Championship belt on. That's right. Yeah, I mean, you get playing Minecraft and you get so far into the world and you're like, now what do I want to do? You know, I've built the iron farm, I've built this farm, I've built that farm, and you know, getting ideas for, you know, mega bases and that kind of stuff can be kind of hard. And so this gives me kind of like, well, it's not what do I want to build, it's what in Oz do I want to build, and the books are full of ideas for me. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. Let's see here. We're just gonna put you in here. And I've been complaining that I really need to do some major sorting, but I was not gonna do like a, oh, there's flint in here. You know what? I was looking at the wrong one. That's what I was looking for earlier. That figures. Yeah, Thad, I agree. I mean, it's having some kind of something that's driving you, or some kind of inspiration, and making a short list so you don't have to think so hard, right? King, I've defeated the Ender Dragon once, and until I need to go, you know, through and open up more of those portals, I'm good. I mean, it's fine. I didn't. I will not say that I'm any good at it, but I survived. That was my 2 videos. No, my last video actually was the dragon fight. So, let's see, do I have what I want? I'd have what I want. So I have defeated the Wither 11 times, but I cheesed that with the end portal trick. List of things to do. My list. I'll actually show you my list of things to do. I've been taking stuff off of my list, which feels really, really good, by the way. I went right by it and never actually showed you my list. But I've been crossing stuff off my list like crazy, which is really good. Now I can start a new list when I'm actually moving into Oz. But for my videos, I set up this side, which I set up in like my second episode. The animals up here in this flower forest are insane. I mean, I've taken like 8 sheep out of here and a couple of cows, and yeah, filming, recording video stuff right here is there's always animals walking by. But yeah, so I made, you know, a list of the things that I wanted to build in Kansas, or at least what I thought I wanted to build in Kansas, things that could be working while I'm, you know, getting diamonds and upgrading my stuff. Alfie You're still here? It's like, it's got to be 2 o'clock in the morning by you. But yeah, so I had, the iron farm and the super smelter and the bamboo farm and the wool farm, all on here. So I've been able to pull that out. Of course, Purpur I couldn't really do until I went to the end. And now I'm looking at these, and it's like I'm just about ready to move to Oz, and start building stuff there. And so if I'm going to do that, I might just focus these things. I got to add one more, actually. We have another raid. Is that Jessimama? Oh my goodness. Jesse, you missed out on being in my Hall of Fame by like half an hour. Welcome, Raiders. I'm going to hydrate with my invisible water bottle. Jesse, you are the second raid that I've ever had. And the first one was about a half hour or 40 minutes ago. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool, guys. Welcome, everybody. The stream is so chill. Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that, Laura. That's kind of my goal. I really, I want to have just really family friendly. I mean, Jesse, I love watching Stingin' because it's just you know what to expect. And so I really like the family friendly idea here, and figure, well, I'm gonna be. Alfie, go to bed. Thanks, Jesse. Have a great dinner. Hope you're having something good. We got raid number 3, Alfie. That's great. You guys are too much. Too much. So anyhow, I was just showing off my to-do list, and on this side, I decided to do. This was what I have to get done before I really do major stuff in Oz. Actually, start building in Oz. Jepotastic, thank you for the host. Jepotastic was one of my first followers after I started. Actually, she was the first one that actually. Good night, Alfie. Again. But Jepotastic was one of the first people that jumped in and just started chatting. So that's been great. Really appreciate all of that support. Yeah, this was my Oz list. So this was things like, defeating the Ender Dragon and getting Wither Skulls and beacons and stuff, which I now have. And so this list is, I literally... when my next video comes out, I'll take like 4 things off of it. You'll see. So, yeah, Raiders. So for those of you that are still here, hopefully you're hanging around a bit. This is Kansas, and I've just given a nice tour to the ChiefMoo raid, and I'll give you a little bit of an idea of what's going on. The idea, Jeppo, yeah, you're right. I mean, you were one of the very first ones. It was like my second stream ever, I think. But we're in Kansas, and the reason that we're in Kansas is because we're not in Oz yet. So if you're not in Oz, then you must be in Kansas. So this is my Kansas homestead. And my goal is, in this single player survival world, is to go recreate the land of Oz in survival Minecraft. And so this is the area that I'm just kind of using to get my start. So I've got my little homestead and my round barn over there, along with a little, wheat farm and water sources. And the over here we've got more of the industrial district. I spawned right here where that tree is. And I had a village right there with 2 blacksmiths that got me a great start. Still loving the round barn. Thank you, Laura. Appreciate it. I am too. You know, I mean, it's not something that it's not easy to build small round things in Minecraft for obvious reasons, and so I'm pretty proud of how it turned out. Yeah, but I had a great start because I have a monument right there. This is an iron farm that I built. A lot of interior decorating that I would love to do, but I was really focusing on function more than aesthetics. You know, there's a lot of round barns where I live too, Lore, and it's just it just felt right to try to do that here. So. This is my wool farm that I've been using. I've been doing some AFKing here, so I'm starting to collect a lot of wool, which is nice. I've been doing a lot of trading of wool. I had some trades of with 1 wool per emerald, and then I've traded too much, and now they're a little expensive again, but. And this room here is my super smelter. I was explaining that a little bit. I've got a bamboo farm. I got to fix some other stuff here to get that working more smoothly. But yeah, so this is Kansas, and we'll go over and see what we're doing in Oz, because that's kind of where I was before. And then we got the raid, so I thought we would show off some of the things that we've actually been doing here. You should do another one world for Oz, but this time with mods. You know, I've actually there are limitations to Minecraft when you're trying to do what I'm doing. The buildings are going to be fine. I'll be able to do all the buildings, but I've added, I've actually added some, let's see if I can do it. So some vanilla tweaks add-ons here. So player heads I've got dropping, which seems a little silly because it's only when a player defeats another player. And I won't do it now because I've got 45 levels, but I know that if I shoot an arrow up in the air and it hits me enough times, it'll kill me. It'll drop my head. So I come back and pick up my stuff, including my head. What I'm hoping is that when I do that, if I change my skin, that Guffey is a really good idea. I should actually look for that one. I haven't been killing myself yet, Thad. I should allow. Yeah, there you go. Automod was like, "Oop, what's going on here?" That's okay. I clicked OK, but that it was... Oh, there you go. Yep, it's out there. Oh, it didn't like killing yourself. You sound very threatening, but I haven't yet. Well, not on purpose. But I'm hoping I change my skin, and I knew what you meant. That I'll drop my head, and so if I could put on a Dorothy skin, you know what? You know, I mean, at least, you know, drop Dorothy's head. Then I've got the, well, let's see here. I have the statues, armor statues, vanilla tweaks add-on, so I'm hoping to create some scenes, let's say, with some characters that are there. If I can, we'll see how that works. And using that for some of the... I've been watching some Zombie Cleo stuff, and she's just amazing with what she can do with armor stands. But I've got some statistic stuff and the HUD that you see there, and the watering trader. I've got the mini blocks, which I'm hoping will help. So I don't kill the wandering trader and scream for Jesse because I want the mini blocks. If you haven't seen those yet. or familiar with them, I've got a few that are here. So like here, these are mini slime blocks. Actually, and what's cool, they're actually decorated players' heads, and so you can actually place them at different angles, and then you break them and they stack, and yeah. So it's a nice way to. Oh, these are the ones I have to break. You can get some nice decorations here. Of course, I'm going to need to have some green mini blocks. I'll get some green emerald blocks, hopefully. If it's green, I'm definitely trading or trying to trade with it. So yeah, cute little barrels, for example. Yeah. So I've got the player heads mod on here. And what else did I have? Anti-Enderman grief. I got sick of finding random blocks in my caves. I have one abandoned mine shaft with one of the rooms that was all full of dirt. Enderman comes down, drops a grass block on here. It's actually really cool, but the whole thing is now grass. But oh. Yeah, I mean, Enderman... Yeah, so I got... Enderman griefing is now turned off. Double shulker shells, because I'm going to need a lot of shulkers, and I'm just going to... It's my world, and I'm just going to say that every shulker is going to drop 2. And, yeah. And then mob heads, too. So I've got... Yeah, so like shulker heads, I am certain... Or maybe even blaze heads. I have to look and see... I'm sure there's something good with that I can do with those. But, you know, I mean, you can definitely make something out of that. Like, I'm thinking munchkins, right? I mean, that right there, you could have a bunch of these guys in some munchkin village. You know, the other one is the blaze. I'm sure we can find a way to use that. Maybe those are the winkies. The Winky country is where the Wicked Witch of the West is. So I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. Anything else I need to show here? I don't know. I've been trying to get rid of torches, and I definitely have some dark spots I need to cover up here, but I really like how this area is turning out. I've got my little well over here in the corner. So let's go over to Oz, and I will show you what we're doing there. All right, so this is going to be my Nether Hub. I don't know if don't think you were in here yet. And that's, again, the wandering trader that found his way into my basement, down my ladder. I forgot. Did I get everything I wanted from him? Ooh, enchanting table? I should get the warped planks. Excuse me for a moment. You know, Thad, it sounds like I really did enjoy The Wizard of Oz growing up. Let's see, some of those and some of those. So I've read, I don't know that I've read all the books. Well, I can tell you I haven't read all of the books, but I haven't read yet quite all of the actual original. There's like 14, but they're super fast reads. I mean, they're not, doesn't take real long to read them. But, you know, it was just a world, it was that. I thought about Narnia as well as kind of a place to build. He's got warped stem as well. I don't have any warped stem right now. Oh, I think I do up here maybe. Yeah, they're super fast reads. You know, and what's actually kind of cool, and I'm hoping to incorporate some of this. Nope, I don't have any there. That's all right. He'll come back with warp stem later. The last book of the original 14 or 15 L. Frank Baum books. And by the way, in case you're interested, you can do ! Quote. And I've got like 6 different random Oz L. Frank Baum facts that cycle through. They'll repeat because it's a random number generator, of course, the quote thing. But they are all in the public domain. And so you can read them, record them on streams, and not have to worry about copyright violations. So I thought that was kind of cool. And so I'm hoping to maybe incorporate some of that into some of my streams. When I get some of these builds, like the palace, sit down and read a section of the books to kind of introduce that area, and then we'll get to building it. So I'm still a little ways from building too much in Oz yet because you'll see. You'll see. So this is my track. I'm not taking the boat down here because I don't have the walls all filled in yet, and I've had too many run-ins with lava. Too many. Right, Laura? If you're still there, too many run-ins with lava. She witnessed my last one. She was just signing off. Well, second to last one, actually. I would make a great teacher. Well, thank you so much. I actually... I was considering teaching. I'm not a teacher. Well, I'm not a teacher when you say, what's your profession? I'm not a teacher, but I do a lot of teaching. I'm an engineer by trade. And so I teach people about my area of engineering, training engineers. But I've actually taught piano lessons when I was in college. Great college job if you know how to play piano and you can swing that. They were in demand, so that was pretty cool. I coached basketball for actually a long time. Over 20 years of coaching basketball. Gives you an idea of how old I am. But so I've done a lot of teaching and coaching over the years. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the future location of Oz. So I'm going to be working on clearing out this jungle. And, let's see if we can get a little bit higher. So yeah, this I built a little creeper farm that's actually more of a spider farm right now. But we'll see. I have to get that redstone up a level too because I keep having my trapdoors end up being flappy doors, so I need to fix that. But so the reason that I picked a jungle is because of the grass. I mean, this is going to be the middle of the Emerald City, and so you got to have the most luscious green grass that you can find, right? And that would be maybe a mushroom biome if you could find it, because the grass is really, really green there. But I couldn't, unless I went with large biomes, which I really didn't want to do either, if I could help it. You're not going to find a large enough area to do that. So I found this jungle, and what's important about this jungle, how's my wings? All plenty good. What's important about the jungle is that it's completely surrounded on all sides by land. So I don't have an ocean that's up against me, because there are no oceans in Oz. Oz is completely surrounded by deserts, which makes it impassable. And when we get out here in the west, this will be the Winky Country out in this direction. And somewhere out in these mountains, we'll build the Wicked Witch's Castle. And somewhere, as we go to the north, this will be the Gillikin Country. What's kind of cool, too, about the Wizard of Oz, another reason why I picked it, is because I don't know if you've ever seen a map of Oz. Let me see if I can bring that up on my browser. let's do browser source here. I have a hotkey, which is Z. And so if I hit the letter Z while I'm typing into my browser, it makes my... Oh, hey, there we go. It makes my sound go away. Let's make this big. And I just disappeared, but that's okay. I'm not important here right now anyway. So... this is a map of Oz, and you can see each of these countries. Race. Yes. Yeah. Sam was taken. Sam raid hype. You still see me on Minecraft. Oh, I know what I need to do. Let's try this. There. Oh. Yeah, technical difficulties. How's that? Can you see the map now? Woohoo! Sorry, I've got... I changed a couple things up, and so I'm getting used to my new setup here. I'm going to move this down. So I think that puts me... Oh, nope, I'm still behind the... Nope, that's okay. Not a big deal. In any case, this is a map of Oz. Look at that. Both sea and here. This is great. But what's cool about this, you got the Emerald City in the middle, which is the jungle that I'm in, part of the jungle that I'm in. But each country that's around it... actually has kind of its own color that's a theme. So when I get sick of building green stuff in the Emerald City, then I can say, you know what, I'm going to go build some blue stuff in Munchkinland, or I'm going to go build some yellow stuff in the Winky Country. And it's not necessarily only like the Witch's Castle, Wicked Witch of the West's castle, which in this map is right here. That's, and I'm not going to try to recreate this perfectly. It's Minecraft. One of the things too is that Oz was Baum, the author, was very what's the word? He was very inconsistent. He actually wrote the first book, and that was what his plan was. Like, that's all I'm planning on writing, and the response was so great he had to end up writing 5 more, and then he ended up writing probably I don't know, I think 14. So he was really inconsistent, which allows us some artistic, creative expression. We can kind of be, the same as well, inconsistent with maybe the things that are there. So let's go back and do some building, or, well, not building yet, but, oh dear, I didn't pause my game. That's okay. We're just flying around anyway. So we've got west and then north. So it was important to have have the Gilligan country here. Important to have land on all four sides, basically. So we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming. Some of this area is lit up because this was my first portal out here. Yep, so check out the YouTube videos. You can follow me with some of those adventures. There's a village. There's an outpost out this direction too. This is out in the east, so this would be more the Munchkin Land area. Or maybe nope, not yet. Not yet. This is still the north side of the jungle. Now, you get an idea though of what I've done to myself. This is a big jungle. This is a really big jungle. But, and then the south would be where Glinda is, the Witch of the South, and their color is red, the Quadling country. So anyway, we're going to be, the next video I think that we do, we're going to, just a couple of streams worth of projects. I mean, you know, you guys want to come? I mean, everybody shows up to watch, you know, Stingin or Tanisha dig holes. I mean, you can come watch me chop down trees. No, but actually the next episode, my plan is to try to time how long it takes me to clear out certain, you know, the jungle using certain methods. Now finding my, what I need actually is a lodestone. So I can find the middle of this silly thing. Ooh, ruined portal. This is, I really haven't actually flown around most of this. So that's actually kind of fun. And now I'm down to 11 rockets left, so it's starting to get real. I think I have more. I hope I have more in my under chest. So I'm not that far away there. Okay, this is east. Yeah, I should be. And you're looking too at all this bamboo and you're like, you just built an automatic bamboo farm? Seriously? All right. Let's see. I think I need to go more towards 5,000. That would be that way. But I don't want to just come here and harvest bamboo either. I'd like to... I wanted to have that be automatic so I can AFK and not have to worry about that filling up. Or keeping it full. Especially as quickly as bamboo burns. Okay, that's that portal. Which I would totally go check out if I wouldn't get creepered. And I would get creepered. So I haven't actually been able to set up any polls or anything yet, but I'm curious. Just comment in the chat. How many of you have read any of the L. Frank Baum Oz books? Or if you haven't, just type, nope. Oh, there we are. I was too far west. Where's my bed? None, Lore. Lore, you strike me, just watching your streams, you strike me as a bit of a reader already, so... so I'd imagine that you'd fly through them. All right. Let's go down... I was going to set up my beacon before I was so rudely interrupted by all these raids. No, that's pretty cool. Fun night. Just the first one, Cantex. That's the most common. I mean, All right, will I die? I will totally die. I have feather falling 4. We're just going to go. I might end up falling a long ways, but not all the ways. Hey, Thad, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to be going in for another hour and a half, as was my original plan here. So yeah, the first book is obviously the most well known. So here's a question, trivia. What color were the shoes that Dorothy got after she landed her house on the Wicked Witch of the East? Anybody? Anybody? Wrong answers only. I know what you're thinking you're going to say. Red in the movie, that's correct. But in the books, they are not ruby colored. In fact, I think if you've seen, and if you haven't, you have to. If you haven't seen Wicked, the musical, they actually reference, do a pretty good job of referencing them both. They are silver shoes. Yep, Thad's got it. They're silver in the play. Yep. Oh, I didn't quite finish this off here. I should have counted before I started laying all these blocks. I think I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's good. So, yep, silver. Those are her magic silver shoes. Do I have... Please tell me that I brought that down. Did I put that up there? Of course I would have. Good help is hard to find. Let's maybe take these. This will be nice to take along with me for the ride. Chrome. Oh, I should probably replenish my rockets. I do have those. We'll take little ones. Who killed my sister? I want her chrome shoes. That's too funny. Wicked is the best show. You know, yeah, that's... Oh, come back up here. Yeah, Wicked is... I really enjoy musicals. I've actually been in a number of them. I've been in musicals the last... Well, until this last summer, I would think it was... 8 years in a row. I had been involved in musicals, and I love theater. Musical theater it's great. Yeah, why did I put that in there? That was dumb. Oh, Defying Gravity. Oh my goodness, the music is so good, so good. All right, Thad. Yep, thanks. Oh, okay. Well, that was not as bad as I thought it might be. Let's eat. I was trying to double tap to fly and glide, but I can't. Oh, there we are. It worked. That took a little practice. Yeah, but they actually played up on that the fact that it was actually silver shoes in that musical. Because I think they were silver, and then when something, I can't remember. I just read this the other day, and it's been a long time. I saw it in Chicago. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I need to see it again. Not for a while, apparently, but something happens when Nessa gets the shoes, or is healed or whatever, that they turn ruby red. I would love to see it in New York City. I took the family to New York City. Oh shoot, what was that? Maybe 4 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, maybe. 2017, 16. And we saw a bunch of shows. Cantex, thank you so much. Great to have you here. Have a great night. In New York that year, we saw... Well, okay, so actually I was in New York and probably 10 years ago with my wife, and we saw 4 shows that year, I think. One of them, actually, of all things, was I really enjoyed the Beatles. It must have been 2017 then, Guffey. Yeah, it must have been 2017 if we didn't see each other then. But one of the shows that we saw was it was called Rain, and it was actually, I love the Beatles, and it was actually a Beatles I don't know, let's say impersonators, but yeah, they did shows from all like three of the different Beatles, or 4 of the different Beatles, kind of 4 of the different, I think, genres. A tribute band. Thank you, Jeppo. Yes, that's exactly what it was. So they came out in their Ed Sullivan gear, and then they came out in something else, I thought, before they did Sgt. Pepper, and then actually the rooftop concert dress, and they were so good. So they were traveling, but they got a gig on Broadway for a while, so that was pretty cool for them, maybe. But very, very good. But we saw Phantom of the Opera that year. We saw Jersey Boys. Ugh. I mean, the language is a little much for me, and probably, in my opinion, unnecessary, but man, was that a good show. Oh, what do we want to use this for? You know what? Right now, I'm not gonna be doing. Haste isn't gonna matter for chopping wood, right? I'm not gonna be instant mining stuff with my axe anyway. So I think that jump boost is probably the best option for me here. Yeah, Laura, I did see Phantom of the Opera that same year. And the other show that we saw was called How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with that show. If you ever get a chance to see it, it's a fun show. It's hilarious. It's been on Broadway a couple of times. Matthew Broderick was in it once upon a time. But this is gonna take me getting used to with this jump boost. That particular year though, so people that are a little bit older will remember a TV show called Night Court, and John Larroquette was the judge on Night Court, and he was in the show, which was kind of cool because I remembered watching Night Court. But even better than that, I need to get rid of inventory. The star of the show was Daniel Radcliffe. So that was, and let me tell you, I have never seen somebody work as hard as Daniel Radcliffe in that show. It's a musical, and so he did a bunch of dance numbers. Laura, you even know Night Court. That's impressive. Yeah, John Larroquette was in there with Daniel Radcliffe. Oh my goodness. Also, Daniel Radcliffe is really short. If you didn't know that, he is really short. But oh, that was such a fun show. And then when we took the whole family then a couple years ago, and then must have been 2017, right? Actually, Race is my son. Race for the Galaxy. It was 2017. He has a better memory than me for these types of things. And let's see here. Where do I want to start chopping some trees down? But that year, we saw Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's the newest version of that. So that was fun. We saw, oh shoot, what's the name of the Jack Black movie? With the kids in the band. Race for the Galaxy. What was the name of that show? We were both at that one. School of Rock. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot that. That was amazing because the kids all played their own instruments. So that was really cool. And then my daughter and I went to another one called Bandstand. And so Corey Cott was in it. And then those of you that watch Hallmark movies, Laura Osnes was in this one. She's got a number of Hallmark movies that are out. That was something. That was it's a new show, or it was a new show then. I want to say that the choreographer for that show, for Bandstand, was the same guy that did the choreography for Hamilton. And they were nominated. I don't think they won Best Choreography, but I think they got a Tony for Best Choreography for Bandstand that year. That was amazing. It takes place in the 1940s, right after World War II, and a guy trying to make his way as a musician, and yeah, his buddy died in the war, and he looks in on the buddy's wife, and that was a pretty good show. If you ever had a chance to see that somewhere, go check it out. Laura loves School of Rock. Yeah, that. I mean, the movie's fun, but the musical, that's insane. Watching these kids play these instruments live on stage. This jump boost is so weird. Nope, I didn't double tap quick enough. I get jump boost, and I might as well just climb. Do I like Red Hot Chili Peppers? I do. I like their I don't like, I shouldn't say I don't like. I'm not as big of a fan of their heavier stuff. But yeah, I do like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I just like music. I mean, there's not much that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of modern country music. I'll say country music. But I like folk music. I mean, so it's not just the twang or whatever that I don't like. Oh my goodness. You know, that's a good question. Jeppo, on what I don't know I don't follow their songs enough. Pretty much if you hear a song on the radio or it's hit the mainstream, I like it. Listening, having people play their albums around me, I guess I would say. I like those songs, and The other ones were fine. But I couldn't grab a... I couldn't grab a song title and say, oh yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. So, oh come on, can you not just stay up there, please? Thank you. No, frustrating. There we are. California, yeah, I can't even say it. Californication is definitely good. I have the piano sheet music actually for Under the Bridge. I don't know, whichever one has the it's bitter baby and it's very sweet, a holy roller coaster, but I'm on my feet. Take me to the river, let me on your shore. I'll be coming back, baby, I'll be coming back for more. And then a bunch of nonsense gibberish. I like playing that one on the piano. Is that under the... That's not Under the Bridge. What is that one? Yeah, I listened... So I'm a child of the... I would say I'm a child of the 90s as far as pop culture is concerned. And so I was actually kind of into some of the grunge scene. One of my favorite albums all time actually is Nirvana Unplugged. I had a roommate in college who just despised Nirvana. He liked Fish, which I do enjoy Fish. Bouncing around the room, Rift. 90s is where it's at. Heck yeah! Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I had a roommate that just despised Nirvana. They don't even sing. This guy can't even sing. Well, he can if he wants to. Oh, you were on that side. You were on the pop side. Yeah, I like to have a good guitar in what I was listening to. So I listened to a lot of some of that. I liked folk. So I mean, Eric Clapton Unplugged actually was really cool. Blind Melon. Listened to some live. Counting Crows. I really like Counting Crows. I don't know why in the world I didn't just go to the top of that tree before I chopped it. Oh, there we are. Let me out. Ah, Britney Spears. I'd like to just say thanks for everybody for not only stopping in and the raids, but so many of you are still here, and that is so cool. I really, really appreciate it. This is all kind of stuff I'd be doing anyway. Just because I kind of had the hankering to get a theme, like I said before, with Oz and whatnot. So I'm going to be here and like, well, if I'm going to give me a reason to do some fun stuff and give me a reason to do videos and give me a reason to stream. But it is so cool to have people hanging out. Alfie has been here a couple of times, and The last 2 times I've told him this, but you know, you start up your stream and to have people waiting for you when you get on is so cool. Because you start and it's like, you know, I mean, you definitely do talk to yourself for a while, because how do people find you? So yeah, the raids are pretty awesome. Okay, so I gotta go that way, because I gotta sleep. Laura, thank you so much. And I met Laura from, well, she frequents some of like Jessimama's streams and stuff, and Jessimama gave her a shout out, and I checked out one of her streams, and she's got a real nice, you know, I guess I would say very similar chill stream as well. So enjoyed my time there. I tell you what. No, I can't remember where I was. That's okay. I'll find it later. This is going to drive me nuts, though. I mean, this shouldn't even be able to happen. Should it? I can stop halfway up. I feel like I should just leave those and somehow incorporate them into my build. Because once they're gone, I don't know how I'd ever... it's defying gravity. Yeah, I don't know. I just... I feel like once I get rid of them, I'm not going to be able to duplicate. I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe just... I'm not sure what caused them in the first place. But, yeah. Anywho... Oh, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we are. All right. So I'm trying to decide... I'll be honest with you. I do not have any specific designs for any of these builds yet. I mean, I've got some ideas. Mostly I'm reading the books and taking notes. Well, okay. That's not actually factual. I am reading the books and highlighting portions of the books to go back to and look at. Highlighting as in on the Kindle app, which is actually super great. You can I literally bought all 15 of the L. Frank Baum books for $1 on the Kindle. Of course, now I actually want to get the actual paper copies, you know, hard copies or whatever, into my library. So I got, I think the first 3 is a kind of a collector's edition. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how big of a build I want this. And from what I can tell, it sounds like, so the wizard, you know, came from America as a traveling, you know, circus balloon man. It's actually quite interesting. If you read the first book and it talks about him, you think, you know, it talks about him as a humbug, basically, right? A humbug wizard. Well, when you read the second book, you realize, spoiler alert, but you realize that he comes off as really kind of a jerk. I mean, like, okay, not even a jerk. He comes off as almost like a dictator. He like overthrows the leadership and builds the Emerald City or something. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that again. But then he shows up in a bunch of the other ones because people wanted him and didn't want him to be thought of so negatively. And so then Baum changed it to make him sound not quite so bad. But it sounds like the idea of putting Oz, or the Emerald City, in the middle of Oz as its like main capital, that was his idea. So no pressure, but I got to figure this stuff out. So if you haven't yet, make sure you go over and check out the YouTube videos. I'm working on my editing style, and my hardest part on making the videos has been keeping them from being too long. I was thinking, oh, Crazy Cat Girl, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Glad to have you join us. Or be willing to come back, maybe is a better word for that. You might have been here for a while now by this time. But yeah, how big of a... I mean, I feel like the palace itself in the middle of the Emerald City is going to be... I mean, that's going to be a big, big build. But how big is big? I mean, this is a big area. I don't know. I'm excited. And I'm really excited because I'm actually being able to move to Oz now. I mean, I'll be quite honest with you. The fact that I've had to do a bunch, I don't know how many, 7, 8, 9 streams and basically talk to myself and a couple of close friends, Thunderhand 64 Gaming and Jeppotastic, and a couple of others have come by. Laura's come by, before. But honestly, I was not too disappointed because, I mean, the stuff in Kansas is I mean, it's fine. But that's not why I'm here. And so I was kind of hoping to get closer to Oz anyway, before we got people. So, Crazy Cat Girl, did you just pop in, or were you part of the raids that came in? I think that you've been in some of Jessimama's streams, if I'm remembering right. All right, it's time to get real here. I always feel a little guilty doing this. But it's the best way to clear the ground. I'm thinking what I'm going to be doing for this next video of mine is I'm going to like cordon off some 4 chunk by 4 chunk sections. I think that should be like 64 by 64 blocks if I'm not mistaken. And just time clearing that whole section with, let's say, iron axes, and then enchanted diamond, or netherite like I got here, and then we'll do some lava and TNT stuff too. And now WWE King is Smokey Bear is cringing. Lore. Smokey Bear is, as far as I can tell, unless somebody changes their name real quick, Smokey Bear is not in the chat. So I trust you all not to mention that we're doing this. But yeah, I was thinking about maybe just doing a couple of different methods of taking out, because this is, I really don't plan on doing this all by hand. And now WWE King lol has me thinking about flying machines and what we can do with that. So only I can prevent forest fires. But instead, I'm starting them. So, is there wood up here? So here's another one. I wonder, let's take this out. So I'm curious if these are going to stay or not. And I did give Laura a bit of a shout. I should, I mentioned Jepotastic was one of my first chatters that just kind of hung out. I should, Jepo, I need to give you a bit of a shout out too. She's got some fun streams. A little bit of Minecraft occasionally, but she does stuff with linguistics and lots of fun crafty type streams too. So if you're looking for a change of pace and you like chill streams, definitely check out Jepotastic. A lot of real fun, chill streamers. That's what I really enjoy. Okay, it's nighttime. This, finding my way through this stuff. And doing this without lighting myself on fire. Can you recommend any streamers that are not chill? I don't really know. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, the streamers. Honestly, the streamers that I've been watching have been, Tanisha Hogan. I've enjoyed watching Stingin. I enjoy watching Jessimama when I can catch their streams. I watch Malou. She's got a fun, active Discord that I've had a good time getting to know. And they're all really pretty super chill people that from what I can tell, their streams are, in my mind, the stream kind of follows you can tell, I mean, if somebody doesn't have control of their stream or not. And I appreciate people that have control of their stream. That's for sure. Jeppo, if you've got a family-friendly stream that you'd like to promote, since you have been really an important part of my start, go ahead and mention if you've got somebody that's family-friendly. I am okay with that. Let's see, where am I going here? I was going to deliver some stuff to the chest here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've come across quite a few people that aren't chill, but then I really don't follow them. So I don't, I mean, like, I've checked out Philza, but he seems pretty chill. I just don't need as much language as he generally has. Everybody's got their, what they appreciate and whatnot. So 24/7 rain sounds to help you sleep. A lot of lurkers in that stream. Let's just put these away. I don't think I should need those for anything. super out of control. Yeah, I've been playing around with what I want to do with music. I don't even know if you guys can hear the music. I've been playing around my audio levels, and honestly, I've got it at a good level for me, but I have no idea what you guys can hear as of right now. But I started a second channel that I haven't really published yet, YouTube channel, just to put Twitch streams on. So I clicked my first ones are all like copyright notice, which are not the end of the world, but you can hear it a little. Let me know if you think we should have it up a little bit more. I can certainly turn it up a little bit. I don't want it to overpower. There's a couple ways I can do it. Let's try that. I just started using a new. I don't have anything too fancy here as far as my. I don't have a stream deck. I don't have any kind of mixer, but I've got a digital mixer that I just started. Software mixer, basically, which is allowing me to separate the audio out just a little bit more. So, still playing around with those settings a bit. So Jeppo, is that too loud now? If you prefer it at a lower level, is that I mean, I enjoy music a little bit of I've also noticed that depending on what I do, the music, if I'm out there, like I was cleaning out a ocean monument, and I think that time I had like more alternative type thing. This is before I clicked the YouTube Safe button on Pretzel Rocks, which, by the way, when you click that, pretty much 90% of the song seems to go away. You'll still have a lot of copyright issues on YouTube with Pretzel Rocks if you don't click that button. And so I clicked the Surprise Me for a while, and then you have no idea what you're going to get, which could be kind of fun too. So do whatever blows your hair back. Well, like I said, that side of it is for you guys. I mean, I can change your volume without changing mine, so it's at a nice volume for me right now, but I really don't know what you guys hear, so hearing it a little is probably preferred, especially if it's fighting with the game sounds or with my voice. I don't want to have it too overpowered. All right. Can you run? If I light all this on fire, you gonna get out of there? Actually, well, yeah, that'll be fine. Nobody's seen Smokey join the chat yet, have they? Oh yeah, I was starting to go up that tree. This is great. Starting to go up that tree before I light it on fire. I'll race it up. Oh, nope, it burned. I might have steak for dinner. I might. to go back and look. This song is a little loud. I'll bring it back down to where it was. Thanks for letting me know. Like I said, just kind of in the background is really kind of what I'm shooting for. But it almost doesn't matter how quiet you have. Those algorithms or those bots that are scanning with scanners, they will find it. The very first time I used Pretzel Rocks, and there was one song that was like 6 minutes long that ended up getting that portion of the VOD got muted. So I reported that to Pretzel Rocks. But I couldn't even hear it anyway. I mean, I thought that I had somehow like not recorded or not broadcast the music, or that Twitch had like stripped the music out or something. It was that quiet. So, yeah. All right, this is the one I'd like to get on top of here. So let's see. That one, yep, all right. So everybody, what's your favorite part about Minecraft? I asked this of streamers when I'm in their channel sometimes, or they're in their broadcasts. What's your favorite? What brings you to want to play or watch Minecraft? From the adventuring side to the building side, the survival aspects. Can we get it back? Or nope, not gonna happen. What is it that trips your trigger? Laura's exploring. Check out the. All right, so we're gonna see. I've seen people try to land on the 1x1s. Jeppo's playing with friends. You know, that is definitely a nice. Well, that would have been terrible, but it worked. While I'm here. It definitely makes a community, doesn't it? I mean, it's pretty cool, and it makes a community out of a whole bunch of people that have different ideas of what they like about it too. Lots of fun chaos with other. It sure can, man. You can get quite some shenanigans going on. It's nice when those shenanigans keep it fun. Those shenanigans can get a little out of hand sometimes, too. Friends and exploring, says Guffy. Yeah. I mean, it's the terrain generation is just so cool. All right, now, can we do this? Oh, no. Actually, let's... I'm just going to have my axe ready, so even if I miss it, I might still be able to take it out. Like building farms for multiple spawners. I found probably the closest, I'm just going to land here, the closest two cave spider spawners I think I've ever seen. They're back towards Kansas. And if I had caught that early on, I might have been like, ooh, I can get some XP or whatever out of this, but quite honestly, not a big fan of the cave spider spawners anymore. They are a pain to work with and to move. Cave spiders burn them with fire. Yeah, that's my sentiments exactly. My sentiments exactly. But think of all the string you can get. I don't need string. String can actually be a pretty good trade with the Fletchers and stuff, but... Regular spiders better than cave spiders. Oh, for sure. I mean, regular spiders are just derpy, right? You can... They're slow. They don't even know that you're there half the time. Cave spiders, they track. They track you like, oh, so close, so close. All right, we'll just... oh, seriously? Yeah, I'm good at this game. I win Minecraft all the time. I was once clearing out a mine shaft, and I had left the cave spider spawner there. But I had, in that process, I was like digging. So like the cave spider spawner was here, and then I was like on this side of the wall, digging this way, and there's like this is like a solid wall here. Yeah, I created a great spawning spot for them, and they'll spawn, you know, whenever you're close by, right? I mean, just within 16 blocks, and then they'll start spawning. And yeah, so I'm sitting there like, okay, well the spawner's on that side of the wall. No, that doesn't matter. I had spiders all over me. I got out of there, but well, hi. Well, that's just okay. I did a bunch of cave lighting to try to improve my gunpowder production rates here. I don't know if it did a whole lot. I don't know if it did a whole lot. In one server that I played on, I actually had a triple cave spider spawners, and I did do something. I made a farm out of that, coming from 3 different points. There was literally one block that you could stand on and have them all active, and I used it. Ooh, no, what? I'm not sure what happened there. Usually when I do something like that, I've thrown my tool. That Q button is awfully close to W, and I really need to move it. Or somebody had said, try playing with WASD, try ESDF. Oh, that would work too. I could probably do that. So yeah, you talk about spider hordes. You get 3 of those spawners going at the same time. That was pretty slick because I actually took them into a suffocation chamber. So all I had to do after I hit the suffocation button, I hit him with 1 splash potion of weakness, and there was XP everywhere. So that was actually pretty nice. So does everybody have a particular biome that you just like to build in, or do you like to mix it up? Is there something like you just find yourself migrating to a certain spot or a certain type of look? Or do you just like build wherever spawn happens to be because that's where the map puts you? Lore tried to do a spider farm and failed one time. Like to make skeleton farms. Yeah, the skeleton farms are pretty overpowered. You can get, especially early game, you can get some pretty nice items from that. Lore tends to migrate to the snowy mountain. That's one area that I guess the very first world that I ever played on in Minecraft, I ended up in basically a snowy mountain. And not knowing anything about the game, I was like, Entitled Games, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. Glad you could join us tonight. Tonight for me, at least. The very first Minecraft world that I played in, I didn't know, I mean, literally didn't know anything about the game, so I'm like, well, I mean, there's snow all over here, and so if I want to go find, like, some grassy stuff, I should move south. So I just started walking south. And I'm like, that's, this is not, I mean, I got, you know, something, the plains or whatever, and then followed by another snowy biome, and I'm like, I gotta learn a little bit more about this game and how this works. Ah, the good old Minecraft noobs. Well, thank you. I'll have to go back and listen to how I said it because I'm not even sure. Good pronunciation. I took a wild guess and I should have committed it to memory. And Entitled Games? Is that what I said? It's what I would say now if you were just joining. Oh, I have drowned zombie double zombie to drowned farm. Now that's in Bedrock when because you play Bedrock, right, Jeppo? Call you Ent. I will do that. That's I like that. Simple is really nice. Simple is really nice. Because I think on Bedrock, if you have a zombie, you can take zombies and turn them into drowns, and they can still like spawn with tridents, right? And have you been hanging out here, or did you just join us? So did they nerf that in Bedrock too? Because yeah, that used to be a thing in Java as well. That you could turn zombies into drowns and then get the tridents. Just how, well, great. I am really glad you found me. So and in case anybody else has joined since we had a couple of groups raid us, we're in the process of clearing out a jungle so that we can ultimately try to build the Land of Oz here, recreate the Land of Oz here in Survival Minecraft. So we are in what will become eventually the Emerald City. So welcome. On Bedrock, but not Java. I know what you mean. Epic builds. Yeah, this I haven't built anything epic yet, but I have an epic jungle to clear out, that's for sure. I picked the jungle because of the nice lush green of its grass. And it's we did a fly around. It's surrounded on all sides by land, so I've got some room here. I'm liking the jump boost. Kind of drives me nuts, but at the same time, it's kind of helpful. I really need to get some organized with this, though, to get... break out those quadrants and say, okay, I'm going to clear out this quadrant right now because I'm just kind of like, ooh, I'm going to go over here. And whoa, I flew, and I'm going to go over here. Of course, I'll just go over there and light a fire and then come back over here. That one, I got to get rid of this one right here. Yes. Going with carpet or gold for the road. You know, I'm one that will probably end up doing a couple of different blocks for textures. Probably both a little bit of carpet and some wool to get like little layers, you know, too. I don't know if I'll use gold. Mostly just because it's just not enough interesting. There's not enough interest there in the textures. I was looking at, well, I was explaining my nether tunnel from Kansas, which is where I spawned, to this area. You can see I'm about 5,000 blocks away from, well, 5,000 one way. And 2,000 the other, and so I've got another tunnel, ice tunnel that you can hop into a boat, and working on building that to make it kind of an interesting trip. And I think I'm going to try to make it like a rainbow effect. And so I was looking at all the different colored blocks that we have available for some of these builds. That'll be really actually a nice way to get familiar with all of the different blocks, the colors, and the textures, and how to put them together. So that probably will be a really important process for me. Trying to put those together. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly what we'll use for the road, the yellow brick road. I was debating even maybe end up using some, depending on how it looks, you know, I wouldn't even rule out having some sandstone or something in there too. Not all, certainly we need to have, we need to make sure that it's yellow, but mixing some of that in, you know, the road's going to get dusty even in Oz, I would think. Let's see. The first time I came, and started, actually kind of arrived here in this world. I've actually visited, I had visited here in I did a lot of seed searching to get this seed. I looked at using like Mine Atlas and the seeds. Yes, honeycomb and yellow glazed terracotta. Honeycomb is definitely one that I was thinking would be good. First time I got here, and I was just starting to clear out some trees, just to get, mostly because I did not want to farm any wood for things like barrels, composters, chests, because I've got a whole jungle to clear out, right? So I came here to basically get some wood for chests when I was going to build the iron farm. And as first time I'm here, and literally around the corner comes pillagers, and I'm like, I am really not decked out for this. I didn't even have a good sword. I didn't have any kind of bow on me. I ended up lighting them on fire. It was the best way for me to deal with them. And it worked. It worked. So I don't claim I'm any good at PvP, but I even impressed myself on that one, to be honest. Honey blocks as well. Yeah, there are some good yellows. really all of the colors that we'll be dealing with when you think of the map again. You got green, blue, yellow, red, and purple. There's going to be pretty good blocks in all of those. Blue might be the toughest, to be honest. Lit glowstone might be nice. Yeah, that might work out well. Yeah, there's so much design and detail work that we'll be doing. But I'm kind of excited. I mean, number one, it'd be kind of fun for others to kind of read some of these books and see if they have pictures in their brains, and if not, that's fine too. But even then, just from telling you what I think I want it to look like, but really inviting ideas. I'm all for ideas, especially when it comes to building. I mean, I'm not a terrible builder, but I don't consider myself a good builder. So I'm really enjoying watching a number of the streamers, though, because you just get so many good ideas. I'm going to go for about 20, 25 more minutes here, and then we'll be planning on wrapping up our stream for tonight. So, I'm guessing that is probably the product of an Enderman before I turned off the... or flip the switch on the Enderman griefing with vanilla tweaks. That's my guess. Let's see what we got here. There's some parkour for you. Not even sure if they'll even last long enough. Do I miss anything here? No, that looks all right. There, that was the one I was looking for. Yeah, that's the one thing about lighting the fires is I like to try to get the biggest trees out of there first. I did not do that here. I'm kind of curious to find out a little bit more, too, when we get into this clearing of this jungle. It's going to be interesting to see the animals that are left, you know, when you really get down to it. Oh, I put a bunch of seeds in my ender chest so that I could, because I've got, of course, with a wheat farm, end up with all kinds of extra seeds. So I could start taming some birds. And then I think I took them out when I was going to build my wither skeleton farm. Let's go sleep. Well, I must be making progress because I got to run farther and farther to get to my bed every time. So that's good. Which way? So I am mostly going east here. I still hit the F3 button even though I got the heads up display here. Hey, buddy. Yeah. I did beat the dragon. Whee! He's standing there like, what's going on? I'm terrible. I need more practice. Axes are better. And you are more than welcome to make fun of my PvP skills. My feelings will not be hurt. Absolutely not be hurt. Now you know why I was impressed that I took care of those. I'll hit the cow. Well, at least the sun took care of him. Wow. I almost hit the cow instead of hitting him. Hey, you're free. Go that way. I blew your cover, though. All right, let's see. We probably are a good spot where I can light some more fires here. Yeah, you do the fire in the area where the trees are still here, and creates problems. Creates some problems. So here's my question for those of you hanging around still, and I really appreciate you still being here. What is it? What do you look for in a streamer? I mean, what is it that brings you back? I mean, you know, a couple of questions there. I mean, what is entertaining to you, and what is it that, you know, how much of it is the personality, how much of it is the gameplay? Does it depend on what game you're watching? Good answer. Race for the Galaxy. Good answer. Yeah, Race is my son. He's carrying the mod hammer. So I mean, if you get unruly, he'll take it to task. Good questions. You know, I mean, I have a captive audience here that at least has been willing to hang around. So if there's something there, I'd like to hear. You only watch games you like. Yeah, I'm not opposed to watching games that I enjoy watching games that I play, but I'm not opposed to watching games that that I don't play in the case that maybe I would like to. Well, like Rocket League is one. I really haven't played Rocket League much, but I enjoy watching it, and I would kind of like to play it at some point. I usually like to watch Minecraft Survival. I'm not into Bed Wars. Not into Bed Wars? Yeah. Yeah, sad. Well, I think a lot of us, for me, it's the commentary. Just listen. Oh boy, pressure's on now. You know, that's definitely one of the more challenging things, to try to figure out what you know. You can talk about the gameplay for a while, but after a while you're like, yeah, I'm still cutting trees. Thanks for being here, guys. But hence the question of, you know, what do you like? Because it adds to the commentary. Bed Wars, Bed Wars. Yeah, thanks, Thad. I appreciate it. Yeah, Laura, I can't say that I've really been... So, Race, and oh, by the way, Race, if you haven't, it's probably bedtime for you. School tomorrow. But he was getting me, trying to get me on Hypixel. He plays some... he plays a number of different things on Hypixel. But I've really struggled. Bed Wars might be okay. I might enjoy that a little bit, but I'm so terrible, and there's so many people that are either really good or hacked or both. That was just I don't see myself getting there. Just getting ice cream at 10 o'clock at night. Did you ask your mother? Because you certainly didn't ask me. Asking mother is a pretty sure way to get ice cream, because, I mean, we like ice cream in our family. Yep, I've got one son that's working hard on homework, and one son that never has homework and plays Hypixel and lurks in my stream while he plays Hypixel. And is nice enough to come on and tell me when my mic's not on. I am so turned around after looking at this cleared out area here. I'm like, where is... Oh, this is my hill. I'm going to have to start making chests. I need to start making chests. All right. Okay. Commentary. Favorite kind of ice cream. Go. I just want to make... I could bring some... No, I will probably, after talking for 3 hours, I will probably... Stop it. I will probably go get my own. But thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely need to figure out polls. I haven't gone on looking at how to do polls yet. But obviously that would be something. I've got 1,000 questions I could ask that are all good poll questions. Are you a vanilla ice cream person, or are you with toppings, or just straight vanilla, or do you like flavors? Mint chocolate chip, oh my goodness, yes. Oh, should I stream? It's up to you. Polls aren't too bad, to be honest. I haven't played around with that at all. All right, so let's... we're going to go here, and this is going to be the jungle logs, and I'm going to try to not do what I just did here. Gambling, I know you do. Polls, I wasn't quite sure if you need to be affiliate or not. You might need to be. You might need to be. Which is okay too. I mean, forces me to be mildly entertaining with just me. This is going to be the leafy one. Okay. And we can put some of those guys in there too. All right, time for sleep. I need more beds. We need to get into lean manufacturing where I keep the beds close to where I'm cutting. Yeah, mint chocolate chip. For those of age, a little bit of peppermint schnapps poured over your ice cream. Actually, you know what's really good? It's butterscotch schnapps poured over ice cream. Oh my goodness. All right. You can go there. I'm going to need more chests than that anyway. That's good. It's a part of me that says I should really start... I'd like to figure out where... I have a chicken and egg problem, I guess, is maybe how I'll start this off. Because I'm going to need to do a lot of terraforming before I start building. Thanks, Jeppo. And the problem with terraforming is I need chests to put stuff in, and there's going to be so much terraforming that I kind of should figure out where I want to store all this stuff before I get too far into terraforming. And so yeah, I'm gonna. Otherwise, I'll be like this, where I've got chests everywhere. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. What way? So I'm looking at east. I'm working my way towards Munchkin Land over here. Yeah, we'll keep going that way. How are we doing on our... Oops. Yeah, I mean... it's not doing a whole lot. My schedule, for those of you, I'm hoping to make Thursday evenings a little bit more of a thing. We'll see. But my main, so I've got a full-time job that I work, and so I don't have, and family life, so I'm trying not to have it encroach too far into those things. So Saturday mornings for me, Central U.S. time, is a good time to get up and do some streaming. So if you want to grab your coffee in the morning and come hang out with me at 8 o'clock Central, you're more than welcome to. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I'll be ready to work on the Nether tunnel yet, my boat tunnel with the shape of the rainbow look. But I've got, could be the Guardian Farm that I need to work on. Could be just more sprucing up of, sprucing up. A lot of tree puns, worth it here, I think. But yeah, some kind of decorating and aesthetic work to try to bring Kansas up to snuff. I mean, Kansas is hopefully none of you are from Kansas, but you know, it needs a little bit of work. Kansas being my spawn area, in case you were wondering. I'm really not trying to diss Kansas here. Okay. I'd like to work my way up to like 2 to 3 times a week, you know, and Saturday mornings being one. Thursday night is probably one of the better nights that I won't have stuff going on. And then I'm not sure if we maybe work. I do tend to watch NFL football on the during that season. So Sundays, I tend to watch that, but that's all done for me now. So I may do something on like a Sunday afternoon or maybe evening if we do some family stuff. Here's a question: does anything a streamer does in their Minecraft play like really bug you? Like, is this too scattered for you? Is this am I overloading people's urge to do things in a nice methodical way? Laura, you and your typing tonight. I know what you mean. Hey, sounds good, Dad. Appreciate that. You know, it's nice to have regular times, but, I mean, life happens sometimes. Actually, life happens most of the time. Hopefully life happens most of the time. And then, of course, the other question is, what happens if we ever get out of pandemic time, right? Ow. Water! Alright, too late.
Don't be afraid to bark. Chord progressions. Sounds.
I think you're just tired, Laura? Yeah.
Just
I found myself definitely struggling. I did not get good sleep for the beginning part of January, and it's largely my own fault. Well, okay. I'll blame it on Twitch. It's Twitch's fault. I'm kind of new to Twitch in general. And, but yeah, I've caught up a little bit now the last couple of days, so I'm feeling much better, but yeah. Hey, King. Welcome back. Glad you came back. Not having tools in certain places, Thad?
when I used to, because I thought it was not original, not creative.
So,
I quickly found out that I am not original or creative. I can't make up what.
like, they're going to do something and then they realize, you know, that they don't have what they need, or that kind of thing. You might have trouble with me sometimes. Oh my goodness, why did I light this on fire? I'm gonna die. See if I can do this without lighting myself on fire. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. I've said this in streams before, but half of my Minecraft life is going back and forth to go get stuff I forgot. Twitch is good at sleep deprivation. It is. This is burning too fast for me. I'm gonna end up putting more back than I'm cutting. It's all part of the entertainment, guys. Yep, that was not the log. Got a TNT shortage or a gunpowder shortage. I can't afford things like that. I didn't light myself on fire somehow. I'm not sure how I did that. And I also thought I was closer to the top than this.
Also be respectful. Like, leave them, make a little note. Thank you very much for what you've done.
More of if they have a certain spot for their sword, pick, shovel. So you like when they have a certain spot for it, or you or that bothers you if they don't. Like eventually, I'll start. Haven't made any armor stands, but my one of the servers that I play on, I actually did a nice job of. Okay, this is my Nether armor. This is my PvP armor, which never gets used. This is my general purpose armor, which I kind of liked having that set up. That's kind of cool. There's a cool thing you can do with the armor stands that makes like a place to hang like your sword on the wall or something like that. It's but once you do it, it's locked in place, so it's like the last thing that you need to do or that you should do. Where's that bed when I need it? Farther and farther away. Yes, that it has a place for each one. Yep. Yeah, maybe the next stream will have to be caving and lighting stuff up. Okay, that sounds fine, Jeppo. I'll maybe come visit you if I for a little bit there. Bother you when people scream for no reason on streams? That would be why I have not been able to convince myself to watch like Tommy Innit and half of the Dream SMP stuff. I was impressed. Like I watched Dream with the hunt stuff, where he had people trying to keep him. He's trying to do a speed run basically, and they're keeping him from trying to kill him basically. And that was really fun, but it was also frustrating to watch, just because I'm like so much yelling. It's hard to jump when you got a log on top of your head. In case you guys were wondering. Yeah, I watched Dream and George more before, but altogether they shout too much and it's disturbing. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's kind of what my feeling on shouting and even language is that, you're going to have some people. It's still hard to jump when you've got a log on your head, in case you were still wondering. Okay, we're just going to do this. Oh, that was easy. I've said this in some other people's streams, there's from the family-friendly perspective, you're not going to lose viewers if you ask people to not, swear and stuff. You will lose viewers if you do. Some, maybe not a lot. And I think some of the shouting and that kind of stuff just rubs people the wrong way too. That's interesting. Clay at the bottom of that. The Tron Slime. How are you doing this evening? And I'm doing great. We have a lovely crew of people from a couple of raids that have taken place today. King, when I get my own Minecraft, whatever it's called, I'll make a house and tower. Yeah, server. When you got a server, get some friends to play on it with you. Guffy, like personally, I don't care about swearing, etc. Then I realize if I want to watch a video with my little cousin, that I do need to make sure it's family friendly. Yeah, I mean, you know, I mean, I talked about musical theater earlier, and Jersey Boys, great show. But you know what? They did not have to have the F word in there as many times as they did. I can't put them in there. It's got to go here. It's just not necessary. I mean, if you have it, you know, throw it in there a couple of times for effect. I mean, Hamilton's probably a good example there. You know, I mean, you could do it without it, but it doesn't. You know, it's there for a reason, and you respect the, in that case, the playwright or the author's, you know, their creative talents and things. But from my perspective, I'm much rather have story, and I can get that without the keeping it family friendly. Hey, thanks, the Tron. Isn't that more accurate to the portrayal of characters without knowing it? Yeah, it probably is. You know, the point to be, you know, more accurate to the characters. But you know, I mean, I think it's and it's personal preference too, right? I mean, I think you know, you can go back and watch movies from the 50s and 60s and be, or 70s even, and be entertained and with good stories, and I mean, how historically accurate some of those that are built on you know, true stories or whatever, I don't know, but the only people that are really gonna know are the people that are actually there. So yeah, it's fine either way. I just prefer the chill. This is the way. Race for the Galaxy is your ice cream run. All right, Guppy, we're going to be wrapping up here. Actually, goodness, it's after 10 o'clock. Well, you know, time flies when you're having fun. Thanks, Guffy. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. Let's see if I can land on a 2x8 or 6. Ooh, I did. Well, I don't know. I guess maybe it looks like I did some work tonight. So I would like to thank everybody for coming out on the raids and hanging out even, you know, longer. Boy, I really appreciate that. Like I said, it's really nice to have people to chat with. So let me just take a look and see what we have going on here. I don't have thanks, Laura. Thanks so much. I really don't have anybody here that I was probably would be up for raiding tonight. Definitely keeping an eye on that, but I think we'll probably just finish it off here. Appreciate everybody coming. Are you streaming, Jeppo? We can go raid you. I don't see you on my live. Thanks, Thad. You're just setting up. All right. Well, we'll just hold right here, and we can pop over to Jeppo.
I think the sketchy website.
All right. We'll hop over to Jeppo. Everybody, again, thanks again for being here, and check out the YouTube as we work our way towards building here in Let's Build Oz. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.